Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 9:30 at the moment, just showing you a couple of reminders there, as you would have seen. I'd like to greet everybody. Also, the guys on YouTube, thanks for joining us and thanks for watching our sessions here at Quick Trade. I'll be a facilitator this morning, guys. Don't forget these reminders. Don't forget your faces. I hope everybody can see me. It is Thursday, 22nd of September. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's just go down my list. I'd like to see who is on here this morning. Very interesting evening last night. Hi, Bayers, Brenton, Clive, Fani. I got a Galaxy Tab device. Hold on for me, Gabriella. Go on, there's Gerard, Henny, John, Leila, Magdalene, Giddy, Michael, McLean, Mintimer's there, Guana's there, Petro, Sephora, Sizwe, Solly. Tebo, Tato, the Bond Collector, there's Titi Werner and Zef. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hope you guys had a wonderful evening. You were watching the markets. Obviously, I would like to believe that you did. Happy Thursday, Clive. Saying to you, man, it's a good Thursday, isn't it? Really, really looking good. Really looking nice outside. Are you guys ready to go? I'm definitely ready to go. We will have a few other guys, that's joining us, obviously, but they're going to have to catch up. All right. Are you guys ready? Give everybody about 14 seconds there before we continue. 14 seconds to everyone, and then we'll continue. All right. So just give me a quick one, a quick response, a quick yes, and then we push forward. All right. All right. So here we go. Here we go, guys. We're going to go over to the dollar index first and the economic calendar. These are the two platforms of information we're going to look at. Can you guys see the economic calendar? I hope you can. Just let me know if you can. You should be able to see it. All right. You can see that we have the Swiss franc that's coming out today. The interest rate there with the Feds did happen, 75 basis points. Guys, we had a very, very interesting response in the market. We're going to go to the dollar index now. There was a couple of wicks, couple of spikes, and it was definitely mixed. And then we're going to go and look at these guys individually. All right, so you can see existing home sales, crude oil inventories, as always on a Wednesday, FOMC projections. They did say that after that 75 basis points, they're going to look at tightening those interest rates a little bit more. So guys, if that's the case, which I do think it is, we will then obviously be seeing a stronger dollar, which we have seen and we predicted. We did say that we're looking for a stronger dollar to 114, and it seems to be the case. We're just not sure if it's panning out on all of those dollar pairs. I saw the USD Swiss franc struggled, and obviously there's a hold and there is a pause there because we have the Swiss with their interest rate coming out today, and that's 50 basis points there. And that's 0.5%. And so that's going to be very interesting to see. We also have, guys, as you can see, the Bank of England there as well. Interest rate decision, MPC meeting minutes. So this is a forecast, all right? Caesar says USD, JPY also had a pause. Yeah. So there was a few, but we're gonna run through them. We're gonna go and see what has happened. All right. So let's go to our dollar index. Let's begin to do a bit of work here. Dollar index looking beautiful. As anticipated, as mentioned, we are looking and we are pro-dollar. We are pro-dollar to the point of 114. We are currently at 111. And so what we would love to see, and I know, Zeph, you mentioned you took that short on the AUD USD. We would love to see that the dollar strengthen a little bit more so we can have a few trades, yeah? But we are well on our way. If I do switch to the daily, which was for yesterday, let's go and see what the fundamentals or what impact the fundamentals had on yesterday. You can see clearly we've closed above beautifully. Look at that, above the 110.796. And so 114 is imminent. All right, but a little bit more detail if we go to the hour frame. Let's go and see what actually happened. All right, look at that. There was definitely a push. There was a pull, but eventually the dollar then sustained the strength. Could there be a little bit of a pullback? Absolutely. That's what price does. It happens. Zeph says in profits, beautifully done. I think let's give Zeph a round of applause there. Took that risk and that chance on the dollar by actually going into that specific trade before the interest rate decision worked or came out. So well done to you there, Zeph. Absolutely. All right, absolutely. So we might see a bit of a retracement, excuse me, but that doesn't mean much. Price does retrace, and we're not surprised by that. Okay, we're not surprised by that. If the price should come back, it's okay. But we are definitely pro dollar. And remember, guys, I hope you're writing these things down, that we are looking for the 114 level. All right, the 114 point level. That's what we're looking at. All right. I want to go into our trades, our securities on the MT5 to go and see what has actually transpired there, and if there are any opportunities that we can look at going into now. All right, so we're going to start off as always. But before we go there, hold on. Let's quickly deal with the AUD/JPY. Guys, this was a very interesting one yesterday. Where is Liatle? Is Liatle on? Is Liatle on? Where's Liatle? Is Liatle on? Good morning, Galaxy. Guys, if you're joining me for the first time here this morning, welcome. It's really, really good to have you on. It's a blast, great community, and you definitely learn loads here in the trading room, all right? Guys, if you don't mind, let's just give all our new guys a round of applause just to say hi and welcome them in the trading room. They might not have, given their name. Some might be a bit shy. That's okay. We try to accommodate everybody. So if you're shy, just know that you are greeted. And if you're not shy, let us know. We'd like to welcome you. All right. So guys, me and Liale, some of the guys, we had a chat yesterday. The guys that maybe forgot, we spoke about the AUD/JPY. We said that there were opposing views here. There was one short, there was a long as well. And so we can see that there was a drop. Some of the guys that did go into this trade with me, there was a drop of about 122 pips here. Now, guys, what's very important about this, all right? When someone gives you an exit, a TP, please listen to me very carefully. A TP, it doesn't mean because you have a TP, you have to wait for it to go down there 100%. It depends on your plan. It depends on your approach. It depends how much money you put in the market. It depends on your goal. A TP is there to assist you to do some speculation, to identify the probability, but it does not mean you have to stay in that specific trade. I know guys that stay in for 20 pips, they put big money in there, and then they're out. So it depends on your style. Does that make sense, everybody? There's guys that are trading 3-4 standard lots for 50 pips or for 40 pips, and then they get out of the market. They've made their money and they're out. Does that make sense, everybody? All right. So if a TP is given, it does not necessarily mean you got to wait for it. You got to plan your trades. Are we together? It's for planning purposes. This AUD/JPY went down very, very nicely after our session. That was around 5. I'm quickly going to just show you here, there, around that zone there. And it pushed down. Look at this. It pushed down very nicely for about 132 pips. Look at that. And now it's pushing up. So if you got into the short here, I got out already. I got out here. I can show you. Can you guys see here at this zone there? That's 109 pips down. So I'm out of that specific trade there. So it's pushing up now. And the guys that have stayed in that specific trade, don't forget are your emergency exits. I spoke to you about these things. Is everybody clear? So here's an emergency exit for you if you are a bit concerned. Please write this down. We're going to this peak over here, emergency exit right there, 96.543. There's a reason why I give you guys all of these techniques. There's a reason why I give you guys all these techniques so that you got to use them. All right. So please write down the emergency exit there. 96.543. 96.543. That's the emergency exit. And we are currently, I'll tell you, we are currently 28 pips from it. Guys, remember, if we get a daily candle that closes above there or a 12-hour candle, you can get out of it. Does it make sense? Is everybody clear there? That's what the emergency exit is used for. That's why it's called an emergency exit. All right. But it dropped 132 pips. Very, very, very happy about that. Are we together? And that was a shorter term trade or a short term trade. When I say short term, I'm talking intraday. Is everybody with me? Intraday is going to mean it's shorter time frames. 4 hour, 6 hour, 3 hour. Guys, remember, it also takes a bit of time, a bit of patience and skill to get it right. Is everybody clear? You cannot get into a 2 months or 3 months and say, great, well done. Okay, I can trade on the shorter time frame. Shorter time frames are more difficult or more complex to trade than the higher ones because there's spikes. Does that make sense, everybody? There's longer candles. Don't forget these principles. Demetsi says there, I also got out. I modified TP later to move up to point where someone, all right. So there we go. Made some profits there, Kitu. Let's give Kitu a round of applause there as well. Let's give Kitu a round of applause as well. All right. Now, guys, what's very important here, if you go to the 4 hour, look at that spike there. Our emergency exit, don't forget the emergency exit, 96.543. We are not above there yet. We are not above there yet. Is everybody clear? We're 28 pips away from it. We're not there yet. There's no need to panic. The emergency exit was for the mind. It's exactly why I gave it to you, for the mind. Let's go to CAD JPY because there was another short. All right, this one also dropped. This one also dropped. This spike here is very, very interesting for me. Look at that. There's where we were in. This was at the time we were in the trading room, this area here. And it dropped down also 138 pips intraday, shorter time frame, 138 pips. Is everybody clear here? Whenever I speak to you guys about a specific signal, I'm going to tell you, guys, this is more intraday. This is more momentum. Is everybody clear there? This is more for the minute, guys, the guys that like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I'm going to mention these things so that you understand what to expect. Is everybody clear there, guys? All right, so the CAD JPY, AUD JPY. All right, I had this this very, very interesting thing that also has to do with the mind. I'm going to see if I can deal with that. Could you please show us how you got the time frame indicators on vertical dotted lines? Control Y. Control Y. It's called a period separator. All right. All right, let's go to NASDAQ there. You're welcome there, Jean. Ponch, good morning. All right, are you guys ready to go? NASDAQ, guys, I'm going to share such a powerful principle, and I hope you guys really see the value in what I'm going to share with you regarding your journey. It will be for the mind. So here's the NASDAQ. We're going to see if we can get to it later on. Let's just deal with these first. All right. So when we dealt with this one yesterday, we had a 11592, 11592, 11592. Who remembers that? It's like I mentioned now, Mike, they for planning purposes. All right. And if you are not at your specific PC, you run a busy day at TP Helps. It's tools. It's tools that you use differently. If you have the time, you will sit and you'll be able to monitor your trades. Guys, I always encourage all of my clients, monitor your trades, even if it's an hour, apart from each other. Even if it's 30 minutes or 2 hours. Are we together? Is everybody with me here? Guys, frustration is going to lead you to try to find faults. I can guarantee you that. Frustration streamlines your eyes to just see everything that's wrong. That's the reason why it's not going to work. Does that make sense, everyone? Frustration and not having patience with yourself, you will only look for faults. You will look for problems. It's a psychological thing. Is everybody with me here, guys? Let me make sure. Fani, so can you see the 11,328? It was 2 TPs, right? It was the second one. All right. So it hit the first one. I just don't know why mine isn't there now. But thanks for letting me know that, because I don't know where mine is. Mine disappeared. I don't know why it disappeared. Did I delete it? Maybe I did. All right. So 11,592 first TP. Okay, brilliant. We're retracing. It hit it. Let's go to S&P 500. Guys, just look. The second TP for now is not valid. At this point, it seems to be retracing up a little bit here now. Is everybody clear there? We're retracing up a little bit now. Let's just wait and see. But the second TP was at 11,328. Can you guys please write that down? Anya and Fani was so kind to just put that on the chat as well. That's the second TP. We are retracing. You can see it now. Everybody clear? So TP hit on the NASDAQ. Let's move over. We're going to go to S&P 500. And we chatted about this one as well. 3760. 3760. Can you guys see this? Beneath 3760, we're going to go for 3638. But remember, we had this area here. Am I right? The guys that were following, can you guys see yesterday the drop to where? To this zone here, 3760. From 3811, 3760. So our levels are spot on. Are we together? Now we're waiting for close beneath 3760 for us to take it down. Everybody with me there, guys? Everybody with me? You can see I've highlighted that zone there in blue. We're obviously waiting for it. I've highlighted it in blue. 3638 is the ultimate zone for us to that we would like to get to. But at this point, we are still at that support. So we're waiting this one out. All right. Shorter time frames, we've managed to push down. But on the higher time frames, we are still at that support. And I'm talking, when I say higher, I'm referring to momentum. Momentum. Is everybody clear there? 3638. 3638. Would you guys quickly like me to share something with you from a psychological perspective? Just something that you can use to help you learn. Are we together? And to really appreciate the kind of process that learning does. All right. For me, guys, what has really helped me to become more skillful and more technical in what I'm doing. And this might seem maybe to someone out there like, Ash, you know, that's simple. You know, I understand what you're saying, but they might not necessarily apply it. Uncle Philip, listen to this. What a person appreciates more, you will draw closer to you. What you don't appreciate, you push away. Am I right or am I wrong here? Let's just look at the simplicity of the mind. What you appreciate, you pull closer. Am I right? What you don't appreciate, you push away. Is everybody with me? Now, listen to this principle here, and it cuts across. If you are frustrated with yourself in trading, what are you actually doing in your mind? What are you actually doing? When you are showing frustration, what are you actually doing in your mind?
you're pushing away. Absolutely. Does that make sense, everybody? When you get upset and you're frustrated and there's disorder and you are expressing it consistently, you are pushing away the ability to become more skillful. You're pushing away the ability to learn and process. Now, this might seem elementary. It might seem, you know what, Ash, whatever, you're not Dr. Phil, etc. Cool. I'm not. But what has really helped, all right, for me to become better, I appreciated every little thing that I learned. Does it make sense, everyone? Appreciated it, put value on it, and it brought this thing closer to me. Is everybody with me here? So now I become more obsessed in the value. Is everybody clear? So whatever you are frustrated with, you're going to push away. You'll find problems with. It's not going to work. Because psychologically, you are not subscribed to the value of it now. Is everybody clear? So being able to draw a level, knowing when a trend line is broken, knowing when a candle has broken above a resistance and closed above, appreciating the skill of being able to identify that will help you see things better. That, guys, that is a loaded tool there, and many guys never get to that one. They actually tap out. They tap out. All right. So in this specific case, 3760, the skill of identifying the higher time frames there. If we push down beneath 3760, I value and appreciate the consistency of the directional candles. I want to go down to 3638. So guess what? I'm going to monitor it now. Now I will put value in monitoring it. All right. Is everybody clear with that? So the money is just this, the profit is a consequence of that specific appreciation. The same with the Dow Jones. 29659. 29659. Look at the daily frame here. We pushed beneath. Can you guys see this? And I want you to notice the symmetrical. Look at the symmetrical. This area here, we are in the selling zone. If I do this, seller zone, oh, come on, sorry about that. Selling zone, buying zone. We are still in the seller zone here. Is everybody clear? Gabriel, we are still in the seller zone here. We are not in the buying zone. Everybody with me? So price can do what? It can push up. It's okay. We cross the finish line here. You can see we still where? In the selling zone. Is everybody clear there, guys? Still in the selling zone. This is intraday now. Remember, I'm on an hour time frame there. Guana, hey, can you see that? I am in the selling zone still after, even if it crosses the finish line. Shorter time frame. Is everybody clear? All right, all right. All right, can we move on? Guys, does what I mentioned to you make sense here? What I just mentioned to you, does it make sense? Brent. Can I share another story with you guys, Gabriel? About a very ambitious guy that loves to make money. Came to me, said to me, all right, Ash, this thing is for me, trading, etc. And I'm making a lot of money. I say, no, great, beautiful. Do you have a system? No, man, it's easy. I look at the candles. It shows me on the shorter time frames what is a trend, where is it up or down, and I trade. I say, okay, beautiful, fantastic. Then I ask him again, do you have a system? He says, no, I don't need a system. Guess what? He spoke to me 2 days ago. V, listen to this. 2 days ago, all right? Says he's lost over 500,000 Rand. Now you tell me, I asked him, simple, do you have a system? He's lost over 500,000. He's sending me pictures, asking me, is this lifestyle? Is it possible? Can I have this with trading? Is everybody with me here? Guys, the reason, see, psychologically, He convinced himself it's easy. Let me just get in. Guys, if you don't look at this thing from the premise of what I'm mentioning to you here, this thing is psychological. This thing is psychological. Is everybody with me? So you make 100,000 or you make 50,000. Listen to this. You make 65,000. You're seeing stars. Does that make sense, everybody? Is everybody with me? Then you lose 200. So guess what? Guess what? Now you're not appreciating trading anymore. Does that make sense, everyone? Now you're not appreciating it anymore. So which means there's no system, because the system is going to govern your behavior. Mpo, please write that down. Your system, your approach that you put in will govern your behavior. Your decisions you make, the quality setups you look for. If you don't have a system, you will not be governed by anything. Please write that down. Please write that down. All right? Brent, in the meantime, whilst you're writing that down, we can see yesterday we did drop. It's at a support at this moment in time. Remember, we looked at this from a more momentum perspective or a directional perspective. We are still at that zone. All right. Tato says a system also helps minimize risk. Let's give Tato a round of applause, because that is thinking right there. Write it down. Write that down. That is a critical point. A system also helps you minimize risk. Nicely done, Tato. Write that down. V, when you win, you get very euphoric and you forget you're still learning. Guys, that's a very important point. Do not overthink your learning phase. Are we together? When you're learning, you're learning. All right. Anya said that, Ash, you said once 2 wins is better. Yes. Yes. Anya, 2 wins is better than 5 losses. Absolutely. Because at least you know how you made those 2 wins with the system. Does that make sense? 5 losses, you have no idea, Clive, how you got there. No idea. If I ask you, go back, show me. Show me how you, you know what? I think it was the 15-minute chart. No, you know what? It was the 30-minute. That's why I took my entry. No. Ash, now I remember. It was the 4-hour. There's 3 versions there. Which one do you trust? Is everybody with me here? System will help you govern. Brent, all these lines here, even the guys joining us on YouTube, these lines are not here for nothing. This is a system. This system is showing me, if I go to a 12 hours, an example, we are at the bottom of the symmetrical triangle. And look at this, V. Clive, let me give you a nugget here. The symmetrical triangle has a northern hemisphere and a southern hemisphere. The symmetrical triangle has a buy zone and it has a selling zone. Can you see this area, 92.85? 92.85. Inside of the symmetrical, this means it's more bullish. That means it is more bearish. Is everybody with me? So if it's at the lower half of the equator, are we together? It is in this, it's more volumes that's being pushed to the downside. Is everybody with me here? That is an additional feature of this entire construct here. All right. All right, Charmaine, not a problem. You can check it out on YouTube. All right. YouTube, it will be there. All right. There we go. Anya also mentioned it. Is everybody clear about this? This line here inside of the symmetrical. This one here, it has a different purpose. V, that has a different purpose there. Mpo, different purpose to this one here. Is everybody with me? So can I quickly give it to you? Are you guys ready for this? Fani, are you ready? I know you're always ready. Bayers, are you ready? And I'm gonna do this and give you 2 colors. This is 2 colors here now. Jean, look at this. This is pre-breakout or pre-movement. This tells you more or less where we're gonna finish. Are we gonna finish to the upside, or we're going to go over the finish line to the downside. Can I say that again? If price is up here and it breaks out, it gives you a probability that price will finish over there. Is everybody with me here? But if price does this on this side, breaks out, the possibility is higher, we could break to the downside. I'm pausing there for 14 seconds. I'm pausing there for 14 seconds. This is pre. This is when it actually finishes the line. Is everybody with me here? Guys, we want to put thought into what we do. Clive, does that make sense there, my good friend? Uncle Philip, does that make sense? Oleseni, does it make sense? Ngidi, Zeph, Mr. W, Andile, Brenton. Guys, we're putting thought to this. We are not just getting into the trade. We need a system to govern us. Is everybody clear? We're not talking about our political government. And I'm not going to talk politics now. It's gonna mess up everything. Are we together? Let's move on. Gonna mess up this beautiful flow here. Don't forget, tomorrow I won't be with you guys. Roger will be with you. I'll be with you now, and I'll be with you in the afternoon. So I would at least want to leave you this week with something to go and think about. Is everybody with me? I want to leave you with something to go and think about for the rest of the week, for the weekend. So when you're back next week, you have added to your arsenal. This is what I said to my wife. We're talking about law, talking about opinions. And I said to Alavi, we should have 3 to 5 opinions if we're trying to deal with the matter legally. Not just one. Are we together? 3 to 5 opinions. Boipelo. So what is the website on YouTube? Go to Quick Trade. Just type in Quick Trade. All right, Boipelo. Fish, can I get you? Yes, we will. We will. I'm writing it down. All right. Is everybody clear there? 3 to 5 opinions. So you build a very tight knitted arsenal to help you as ammunition. Is everybody with me? Is everybody with me there? All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So here you can see pre, we are at the bottom. We broke out a little bit here, guys. There's a very big possibility we could come further down to the 83. You can clearly see the 92.85. Can you guys see this? There was a breakout. Remember, this is happening all pre. Anything can happen pre, guys. Yesterday broke out. You can see that's a resistance. It was touched, came back down again into the southern hemisphere. Gabe, you there? Deliver the message. Gabe. Deliver the message to Mary, Gabe. WTI. Similar story here. That resistance at this point needs to be broken first. Yesterday, yes, there was a push up, but we came all the way down. Is everybody with me? And if I had to draw my levels, you can see it right there. Look at that. Is everybody clear? Is everybody clear? Obviously, this is thicker, so please ignore the thickness. That's for me to show the guys on YouTube as well, but make it as thin as possible. Let me ask the question, why do you want it as thin as possible? Let me ask the question, why do we want these trend lines as thin as possible? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Why do we want them to be as thin as possible? Jean says, to be precise. Yes, Sam, accuracy. See the wicks. There we go, guys. Let's give everybody a round of applause here. Werner just says sin. You want to see the touches clearly? Yes, Tato. Andile, precision. Kitametsi, accurate analysis. See, this is the kind of community that we are raising. Okay, can you see that? When everybody can come and we're speaking with one language here. Is everybody with me? Everybody with me? That's the kind of community that we are rooting for and we're trying to build here. All right, guys. So we want it as thin as possible. This is just for the guys on YouTube and for you to go and check out when you are retracing your steps. If you're doing a bit of revision, you've got to highlight, look at the higher lows, lower highs. All right. You can clearly see if you had to divide this one there, we are bouncing in between. We are bouncing in between Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere. We're doing nothing here. There's nothing for us to do here. Can you take a long? Yes. But your long might just go till there for 30 pips. And that's it. And you're still in that specific symmetrical. Is everybody with me? So you can take a long if you want, but you're going to take it for 30 pips. All right. To reach that specific trend line there. A proper break will be there to take it up. That's a proper trade right there. Can you guys see that? That's a very nice trade there. But at this point, we are still stuck there. All right. Looking for the coin. Yet there is a coin. But it has two sides there as well, Mr. W. Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere. So you're not off. You're not off with the coin. All right, let's go to gold, guys. Let's go to gold. Gold, ladies and gentlemen, very interesting one here. This is not the gold that we dealt with, though. Hold on for me. Look at this one here, guys. Look at this gold here. Dollar strengthening, we're looking for the short. Dollar strengthening, we're looking for the short. Our area 1633. Please write that down. Look at that wick there. Look at that wick. 1633. Please write that down. Let me know when you've written it down. 1633. 1633. All right. We want another close beneath here, guys. We want to close 1633. Bayer's got it there as well. We want to close beneath the 1655. Write that down. A close beneath 1655. Please write that down. A close beneath 1655. A close beneath 1655. You can clearly see it's still in that range. All right. Can we move? Everybody clear? Remember, this is anti-dollar. This is anti-dollar, anti-dollar, anti-dollar. This is not pro-dollar. This is not pro-dollar. Everybody there? Can I move on? Let's go to our dollar pairs. Let's go see what's happening there. Dollar pairs. We're going to start with the USD Swiss franc. We will start with the USD Swiss franc as always. And look at this. This was yesterday. Where's our zone that we want to take it to, guys? There it is, 98,247, 98,064. Let me take this off. Break above here, that's our zone that I've highlighted there. Look at that. This is pro-dollar. This was us saying, guys, this was yesterday. The dollar strengthens. We're looking for this zone here. 98,247. 98,064. This was yesterday's analysis. If we break above 96676, that's our zone. Look at that. Is everybody with me here? This is happening now, guys. The dollar is very delayed. Are we together? USD, Swiss franc. If you did not write this down, let me ask the question, who wrote this down? Who wrote this down? It was with me yesterday. The dollar strengthens.
98247 and 98064 if the dollar strengthens. We were pro-dollar yesterday. Pro-dollar, for the dollar. Remember, we still think that the dollar is going to go to 114 points. The bone collector, did you get in? Remember, everybody, the analysis that we do in the specific trading room, I don't expect you to get into every single one, but what I do expect, please track it. Is everybody clear? So that you can see what we analyze, because it's not possible for everybody to get into every single trade. That's a reality. It's a fact. So the expectation is that, guys, you don't need to get into every single trade, but monitor what we analyze. Why? So you can see the kind of community that you're part of. Is everybody clear? All right, so that's the USD Swiss franc. 96676, it's there. 96676, right there. 0.96676 was a previous resistance, and then it broke there. That's the USD Swiss franc. Interest rate for the CHF. There could be a retracement that comes after hitting that specific trend line there, V. It is possible. Are we together? But this was all intraday. This was all shorter time frame. This was based on shorter time frames. Because if you go to the monthly, you can see that we have not broken above that area to go to 1.02. So this is not what we're referring to. This analysis was for where we are here. Does that make sense? We are here now, not there, here. So this trade was shorter time frame. We had to zoom in for this one. Look at that, to go to that zone there. Everybody clear? USD CAD. I said to you guys, price at this point, this is a very, very important zone. From there to there will be a nice trade. We actually need price to break that zone. So please write this level down, 1.36473. And there's a reason why I give you the levels so that you can go and check it. 1.36473. That level, once it's broken there, we take it up. And I'll give you a reason why that was so important. And I said to you, there were rejections here, there, and there, and there. So this is a zone of rejection, which means we are not looking to trade price to that level now. Is everybody with me? We're not looking to take it all the way up now. No. We are looking to trade it within this rejection zone here. This is what we're trading. All right. This will be more hourly there. All right, Gerard? Hourly here. So if a 12-month is not 12-month, 12-hour, excuse me. I'm going to give you another level here now. Can you see this 1.34588? I'm zooming in. Do you see this here? This wick here, that wick. That's a high. Can you see it there? 1.34540. So if we're trading this, that's 194 pips. Can you guys see that? So if I switch now to a shorter time frame as an example, look at this. That is what we're trading here. Can you see? That's what we're trading. Is everybody clear? We're trading within that specific zone of rejection there to that high. If it breaks above the 1.36, that's a different setup that we discuss. But at this point, we are in the rejection zone. So can it possibly push down again? Yes, of course, we're in a zone of rejection. But ultimately, 1.36 is what we want to get to. The dollar keeps increasing in strength. 1.36473 is what we want to get to. And after that, with more dollar strength, we obviously then discuss. But with the Swiss franc now, the interest rate, all right, we're going to have to see what happens here.
And it's so convenient, or it's coincidental, that the Swiss franc is bringing out an interest rate fundamentally, and we're in the rejection zone. So just put those two together. Just put those two together. We're in a rejection zone, and there's an interest rate coming out, and that generally strengthens the currency. So we might just see that Swissy strengthening in the rejection zone, going down. So put the pieces together, my good people. Is everybody clear there? Put those pieces together. I find it to be so funny, but I appreciate it. I appreciate that. That's why I can chuckle about it. Isn't it so? Is everybody with me? Is this the cat? Oh, apologies. USD Swiss franc here. So there's a very big possibility here that we could get it coming down. Look at this. That's a bullet. Are we together, everybody? And when a bullet touches, the moment it touches, it generally then comes down again. Is everybody with me here? That's a bullet right there. Remember, it did not go up like this. Look at this. Let me show you the difference here, Gabe. Do you see that? Is everybody with me here? It did not go up sideways. Why? Why would I say that? Well, because of that, it didn't create any support. Do you see that? There's no support being created, which means what? It's free falling now. Does that make sense? So it's very dangerous to trade something like this. If you missed it here, you missed it. Now, this is what the guys do. Look at this. When they see this, actually, let me ask the question. When they see this, what do? What do guys do when they see this? What do? They buy. Yes, they want to buy. But you see the problem with the buy here. There's no support for this stick here. Does that make sense, everyone? Gabe, nothing, my friend. So guess what? Price does. And now you see the stomach beginning to go like this, Gabe. You know when it gets hot? When you get hot from the crown of your head there, right down. Everything starts to tremble like this. Let me get into the live chat. Ash, where are you? Listen here, I got into a trade. Man, I'm in a deficit, etc., etc. Yeah, wait. Get the technicals. Write down these notes. Is everybody clear? All right, can we move? Can we move, guys? I'm telling you, AUD USD. Where's Zeph? Zeph, where's Zeph? Is Zeph still on? Look at this. There's a rejection here, which is very strange. The dollar is strengthening on the USD Swiss franc, but it's weakening over here. Do you guys see the mixture here? V, can you see it? Clive, can you see it? It's strengthening on the USD Swiss franc. Look at this, but it's weakening here. Can you guys see why it's so important when there's fundamentals? Let's wait for the market just to calm down a little bit. Does that make sense, everybody? So when you see this, please make a note of this. Uncle Philip, Henny, Jean, when you see the inconsistency of strength in a specific currency, relax. Because the dollar is strengthening on the US against the Swiss, but it's weakening here. So then you relax. If you go to the NZD USD, look at that. The dollar's weakening here. But yet it's strengthened with the USD Swiss franc. USD can't. Dollar is weakening here. It's just a fundamental week, all right? The bone collector. Are we together? People are putting in money. People are taking out money based on setups. All right, GBP USD. Look at this. Dollar's weakening. So now what's very important here, gold then. if the dollar is weakening, what's happening to gold? If the dollar is weakening, what is happening to gold? Strengthen, right? So let's quickly go to gold. Look there. Look at the strength. Can you guys see that? Look at the strength in gold there now. Dollar weakening. Gold is strengthening. It does not mean that we're going to go all the way up. Is everybody with me here? Is everybody clear? It does not mean we're going to go all the way up here. We can resist right there and come back down again. Everybody clear? Everybody clear on that? All right, so be careful. Don't just jump in because it looks that way. Wait for it. All right, let's go to Euro USD. Look at this. Nice retracement. We still see some dollar strength, but it's retracing right now. Can you see it? Remember, we still for dollar, guys. It's just weakening at this point in time. Is everybody clear? We still see dollar strength to the 114 level. That retracement that I spoke to you guys about, let's go back to the dollar index. What did I say to you? What did I say to you about it coming down to 110 to go and retrace? There it is right there. Is everybody with me? But you can see this is a retracement. Look at that, the retracement. Very nice retracement. Can you guys see that? Broken out, retrace. Can you guys see that? Very nice retracement. Look at all these green candles here. Guys, look at all the green candles. At some point, there must be some red. You can write it down as a nugget. Please hear me today. If you see so many green candles, at some point, there must be red. Are we together, everyone? That is such a simple truth. Is everybody with me here, guys? At some point, there must be red. Is everybody with me here? Look at the daily. Daily has two big green candles. This is one red. We shouldn't be panicking here. The momentum is still up. Is everybody with me? So can you see this? 1, 2. All right. So we're not panicking about what we see on the shorter time frame. People panic because they see on the shorter time frame. This is a retracement. Now look here. I think it's high time that we see some red on the other time frames. Look at all of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that make sense, everyone? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 months of consistent movement here in terms of the dollar. So if we see a bit of red here on top on the shorter time frames, there's no stress in us. Is everybody clear? Is everybody clear? Gabe? We cool. Clive? V, Mpo, Kudzai, Jean, Oleseni, Tebo, Henny, got you, Anya, Lucas, Fani. We're not stressing about it. All right. All right, so it's retracing, no problem. Let's go to USD JPY. Look at this. Look at this guy here. All the way down to 143. Guys, it went through all of the supports. Can you guys see that? Is everybody with me? Which makes it easier to climb now. Guys, note this. When it starts moving up, there's a resistance. You see that? Are you guys with me here? When it starts breaking the resistances, it's easier to get trades for longs. Does it make sense? Is everybody with me? Obviously, please, this is not what it will look like 100%.
All right. Might do this. Are we together? So it's not going to just go straight up. Once it's broken down like this, are we together? Now we got to work through the resistance levels now. Is everybody clear? Resistance means trying to push price down. It's a resistance. So we need contracts. We need money to be in the zone here. Can you see that? Money needs to build up, because the more money builds up, it pushes price higher. More money builds up, pushes price higher. More money builds up, pushes price higher. Can I say that one more time? When price comes up in this zone, it needs price, needs money, contracts, trades, builds up, pushes price up. Same thing here. Can you guys see this? Money, 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 money. All right, pushes it up. Are we together? And up. Client, does that make sense? To push it up. All right, so exactly, and it does it through the phases. Yes, Anya, does it through the phases. So guess what? Ash gets in there, V gets in here. Hold on, let me make this a different color. Ash here, V there, Anya here, Clive there, Uncle Philip here. Are we together? You're just getting into this movement up. Yes, it's moving in a rhythm. Are we together? You're getting into that rhythm at different points, but essentially we are going up. And guys, can I just say this to you? If you appreciate what I just mentioned to you, look at this. V, if you're going to appreciate what I just mentioned here, going up, appreciate that, going up. Guess what? Now you become more skillful. Look at this. You become more skillful in climbing this area here. Is everybody with me, Gabe? So the more you appreciate how these price move, or how these other price moves, you become more skillful at climbing that ascension. Is everybody with me there, guys? C's where there. Can you please go back to Euro USD for those levels? Yes, I can. Euro USD, it's retracing. We still see a stronger dollar, 96895. 96895. If you go to the daily frame, you can see there was a break yesterday. Look at that. Accumulation, breakout. Can you see that? Accumulation, breakout. And we want to take it to 96895. All right. You guys with me here, guys? Can I move? We already dealt with CAD JPY, but look. There's the CAD going down again. Everybody there? AUD JPY. There it's going down again. Is hold on for me. Who is still in the short here? Who is still in the short that they took with me here yesterday? Who is still in the short here, guys? Fani, still in profits? Yes. There we go. You guys with me? All right, can I give you, I want us to look, someone said AUD Swiss franc. Who would like to look at AUD Swiss franc, and would you like to long it? What would you like to do there? Would you like to long it, short it? Long or short? I think I do have an AUD Swiss franc here. There we go. Now look at the inverse relationship here on the Aussie. Can you guys see here? If you look at it from an hour perspective, look at the Aussie here, strengthening, right, against the Swiss franc. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see this? But when I go back to, hold on, AUD CAD, look at this, AUD CAD, nothing's happening there. Can you see that? Kudzai wants a short, all right? Now look at this. Let me go to the AUD JPY again. It's weak here. Everybody clear? So if you're looking for a short, do you want to go in now, Kudzai? Do you want to go in now? Or do you want to wait for it to retrace? You think it's going to push down now? And please give me the level. Please give me the level. You want to wait. Okay. Do this for me. Anyone else that's also interested in the AUD Swiss franc here, I do have an area for you. Please write this down. 62. Write this down. 0.62. Triple four. 62,444. 62,444. Kudzai, do you have it? Six two triple four. So look where the zone is there. That's where it is. Can you see it? You got it? 62,444. No, Gerard, that's the take profit. That's the actual take profit or the level that we would like it to go to. If it goes beneath 64,178. Yeah, it's on Saturday. Look how we're rejecting there. 62,444, Gerard, but 64,178. All right, everybody got it? Everybody okay? Everybody okay? NZD CHF, I placed the short. Let's go look at it. NZD CHF. NZD CHF. Place the short at 0.56. Let's put your levels in. Let's see what you did. 0.56746. It's rejecting now. TP 0.52879. No, sorry. And stop loss 58563. Hold on for me, guys. Let's do this. So where you at now, Ray? See, this is an intraday trade. When you look at your stop loss, because you're in the 5758 level. So now I need to go and I need to switch. There's no higher lows here. Can you see this? There's no higher lows. Even if I go to the shorter time frames. All right, Clive, I want you to really look at what I'm doing now here. Gabriel, I want you to really look at this now. Are you guys paying attention here? Gerard, John, Fanny, Anya, Isabel, you guys checking this out? Now, can you see when I shift down? Can you see that I'm not seeing any, I'm trying to locate some higher lows here. Now I'm already on the 5 minute. Look at that. Do you see this? There. I'm not seeing anything here. So what does this show you now? What does this indicate? When you see something like this, what is it showing you guys? When you see no higher lows, if I go back now, all I see is lower highs. I'm not seeing any higher lows. I'm only seeing lower highs. Can you guys see this? What does that mean instantly? There's not enough data, yes. What else? What does that mean? Apart from momentum, yes, let's give Caesar around there. Momentum is still down because higher lows is evidence that there is money that's being built on higher supports. Is everybody with me here? When you start seeing higher lows, it means there's money that's being put on steps, higher supports. Is everybody with me? But when you don't see higher lows and you only see lower highs, can you see how price is still showing you there's some downside here? That is to scare a lot of people. Everybody with me there, guys? Everybody with me here? So Ray, watch these zones here. Can you see these zones here? If price breaks above these zones, then I would only consider. But at this point, we are still beneath. That's the last area before your stop loss. Do you see that? Everybody with me there, guys? So I would watch that 57899. All right. With me? You guys with me? All right. V, you wanted euro. Was it euro Swiss franc? Which one was it? Oh, euro NZD. All right, let's go there. All right. So from a monthly perspective, we worked and we saw that there are clusters here. Just so the guys know what we're dealing with. This was a cluster there. This is another cluster. So price is currently, you can see from a momentum perspective, we are in this cluster here. That's where we're at. We've passed that area. We are not there. We are not here. We are not here. Can you guys see it? Look at the blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are above. We're exiting that area there now. Look at that. If you go to the daily, hold on. Let me do this. Let me take that off now. Can you see we are breaking? So the next resistance is this area here. Can you see it there? Henny, can you see it right there? You see? Let me do this. Hold on. Taking that off. Taking that off. So we are in the top half of that specific area. Now watch very carefully what I do now. That means what price can do, we can still come down like this. Can you see that? It's very possible before we push up. You see that? Also remember your V, if you put a resistance in place, there, it's broken. Can you see that? It's broken. Can you guys see that? So our TP would be here. Is everybody clear? Now, could we come back? Yes, of course we could. Of course we could. But it doesn't mean we are not bullish. In fact, V, I think we could still first retrace here. Eh? You with me? Before we get into this long here. These wicks. I think we're first going to come down before. Look at that. You with me? Those wicks. I'm trying to find, look at this. V. Yeah, there. Can you see it? And then obviously you want that to correspond, isn't it so? So this trade still has some time to go. Can you see that? V, can you see it? This one still has some, it still needs to move because look where the apex is. The apex, that is the 24th. What's today? The 22nd. So only next week. Does that make sense? So this is Thursday. If I put on an hour, can you guys see this? There. This is 22nd. Does that make sense, everyone? Friday is, today's 22, Friday is 23. Can you guys see that? So this would be possibly only next week when we see something there. All right. So on the shorter time frames, looks like we're retracing first. Higher time frames, it looks like we are still bullish. Does it make sense? I'll say it again, higher time frames, we are more bullish, but it looks like we're retracing in that bullish state first. Okay, makes sense? Anya spoke about the DXY. Yes, we can. We can. Let's go to gold. I'm going to go to them. Look at gold. I think the steam is out. You're welcome. I think the steam is out here. Do you see why it's so important, Clive? So can you see that steam? There's a possibility. This ended right here. There's a very, very big chance. It ended and then it comes back down again. It's now 10:44. At 11, we can push down completely. Does that make sense? Everybody with me? Zanele, what do you need to understand about the USD Swiss franc? Please be more specific. What would you like to understand about it? Let's go to those indices and then the DXY as well for Anya. Let's just look what's happening there. It's not much. It's at the support. S&P, same thing. Look at that. So guys, there's no need to put yourself under pressure to get into any trade if you see this mixture happening, okay? Yeah, that does happen. It definitely does. Sometimes the market will do exactly the opposite of what you did. It's the market. We saw a big mixture, but Zanele, on a more serious note, we had the interest rates. And if you've been joining me for some time in the trading room, then you'll understand that there are times when the markets do not move in the specific area or the direction that it anticipates, depending on what's happening in the world. All right, we are seeing an inverse relationship in the dollar right now at this moment in time. There are certain pairs where the dollar is strengthening and there's others where it is weakening. It is a mixture. People are putting in money, they're taking out money. It's drama, it's emotions. So the emotions are getting the better of the traders, or the better side or the bad side. I don't know which one you call it, but the fundamentals, whenever there's heavy fundamentals in the market, the volatility, it's imminent, it happens. All right, there's a lot of guys that took shorts and it just didn't work. It's fundamentals. Today we have some more fundamentals coming out. We have the Swiss franc interest rate decision. And it's exactly what I said to you guys, is that, you know, with that Swiss franc strengthening, there's a very big chance we are going to see it come down again here. It's already starting on the shorter time frames. Look at that bullet. All right, so I do think we're going to get a stronger Swiss. That will be in 25 minutes. It's 50. Sorry, guys. There we go. Swiss is actually strengthening. You guys with me here? The Swiss is actually strengthening. Look at that. V, are you with me? Jake is asking, so gold can create a long wick? Yes, absolutely. So do you see what I just spoke about now? The guy's getting in for the buy there. Look what's happening. Susanella, this is fundamentals. This is panic in the market. This is fundamentals. It's pretty normal for fundamentals. Raymond, look at that. Coming down now. So if the dollar, let's quickly go to the dollar. Anya, here we go. Here's the dollar. It's still, exactly, it's indecisions. Look at that. But remember, this is one candle to the downside retracement. We can reject and go back up. So please don't get fooled by that. This is what fundamentals does in the market. Is everybody clear? Everybody clear? Everybody clear? If we go back to gold, we saw the dollar. No, but this is not necessarily a retracement. This is a dramatic a dramatic expression of the market. A retracement also has support and resistance levels. Might be on the shorter time frames, yes. But look at this. This thing is going through. If you trade the retracement, it doesn't mean you're moving without the support and resistance levels. That's very important. And I'm on the 4-hour time frame. Look at that. Where do you see any proper support here? No proper support here. Look at that. Nothing. So this was a dramatic expression of the market. As isn't all movement tradable. Yes, it is, but not wise. You can short if you want now. We're together. You can short right now if you want, but it doesn't mean it's wise. So yes, you can trade anything you want. You can buy and sell just as you want, But that's why you have classes. That's why you have technical analysis. That's why you have these tools to give you an indication of when's a better time to do it. So yes, all of it is, but I mean, you can go around smacking everyone as well if you want. Go into the mall and just go and smack, just take your hand out, start smacking everyone. But is it wise to do it? No. You're gonna run into the wrong person. And then you get one. Are we together? I can take my car, drive it right now, and go bump every single person I see. Doesn't mean it's wise. All right. Everybody with me? Sam, we're going to see if we can bring it in now, but Solly, it's a change of direction. No, it's not a change of direction. It's not a change of direction. That's a different discussion. We are still, look at this, we are still in the symmetrical here. What direction has it changed? We're still inside. We are still inside. So it's not a change of direction. If price breaks out there, that's a change. All right. If price breaks out here, that's a change. We are still inside the symmetrical. Price is just moving within that symmetrical. All right. Sam, please shave the wicks on momentum cluster. All right. So guys, we're going to end up with this one here. Shaving the wicks. What does shaving the wicks mean? It simply means you are trying to eliminate any obstacles. Those obstacles are highs and lows. So very simple. If you want to go up, let's say, to this zone here. All right. Oh, hold on. Let's bring something more recent. Let's make it more recent there. 89. All right. So to get to 89, all right, you need to pass this area here. Are you with me? You guys with me there, guys? For you to get to that area, you need to obviously pass this area here. All right. So let me go to the weekly now. Look at the weekly there. So look at this here. There. I'm going to start shaving them now. This is momentum now. Here's the first one here. Can you see that there? Sammy. There. Because we know if we break there, we go up. So we want to get out from this area. So we go to the daily. Can you see it there? So now we need to get past there. Are you with me? This is just momentum. This has nothing to do with hours. This is if you don't have time. Are you with me? Then you go to 12. Go to 12. 12 is another. There. So now you got to wait for what? A higher time frame than 12 to close above, because 12 was your last one. Are you with me? If a higher time frame like the daily closes above 92.97, it tells you that more than 12 hours pushed above. That's a very good signal there for buy. Now imagine a weekly closes above there. If a weekly closes above there, that same area, 92.97. Do you see that? Now we take it up to where? Now we take it up because if a weekly closes above there, now we're waiting for this zone here. Can you see that? Now we've scaled up. We've scaled up. Now from there to there is not much. It's just 48 pips. Are we together? But from there to there, that's a very nice trade. This is just trading with the momentum. This is not getting involved in the 40 pips, the 50 pips, the 60 pips. Does that make sense? This is you waiting for key areas to be broken to take it. Now, this was an example with that high there, that high. Once it breaks that area there, now you got to go to the next high, which is there. Are we together? Now you need to break this entire zone here. You do the same process. Are you with me, Sammy? Are you with me there? Japi, your view please on AUD CAD. This one that where we are right now, it's found support. Let me take that off that. This support is important. $87732. Japi 87732. If this resistance holds, it's going to be brilliant to come down there. If that resistance holds, though. From an emergency exit perspective, if price breaks and closes above that zone, I would get out. 89622. That's an emergency exit. That's the highest high there. That's unfinished. So if you get a daily candle above there, that's a sign to get out. If it doesn't close above there, we're still short here. You with me? You with me? With me? You guys with me? All right. So guys, remember, I won't be with you tomorrow, but I'll be with you at 4 p.m. today. So let's watch this gold even, guys. It's very interesting. Watch the gold. Watch the dollar. The gold is already retracing a little bit. Watch the dollar. I'll be with you guys again. Look at that wick there. Whew, look at this. That is fundamentals, guys. Which means if the USD weakened like that, let's look at the USD Swiss franc. Yeah. Zanele, be very careful at this point in time to get into this, okay? The USD JPY shown a lot of, let's go to the, hold on for me before we go. AUD JPY and CAD JPY. TP hit, CAD JPY. TP hit, AUD JPY. Where's Liatle now? I'm waiting for him at 4 p.m. TP hit, 93.888. Finally, did just hit, should have. Guys, the guys that got in there, TP hit. There we go. All right, so I'll see you guys at 4 p.m. I'll see you guys at 4 p.m., guys. Do not be late, guys. I want to see if we can share some more stuff. Everybody with me? I want to see if we can share some more technique at 4 p.m. because I'm not going to be with you tomorrow. I'll only join in again next week, all right? So please do not be late, 4 p.m. All the guys on YouTube, if you get this before we meet at 4, don't be late. I'll see you guys then. All right, everyone. Wonderful. I have to make up. Anya. All right, Bayers, you're so welcome, man. You're so welcome. You guys are welcome. Namfanela, you're welcome. You're welcome, John. All right, Werner. See you, Mr. W. Clive, V, Bone Collector, Ray, everybody, Andile, Zanele, everyone. Parishaba. Hey, V, load shedding. I told her she must leave you alone, V, but hey, you know, sometimes she's stubborn. Glad to see you, my friend. 4 hours, yeah. Hey, I'll check it out there, Bayers. I did see it. Thank you, my friend. I'm gonna check it out for you, all right? See you, Fanny. Ciao, ciao, everyone. Great people. All right, bye-bye.